Hey everybody, and welcome to the bullshit party. And in this one, we're gonna be taking a close look at the new Podium vehicle right over there, the classic Tulip M100. Yep, that name is sort of a mouthful. In any case, I will be taking you on an exterior tour on the vehicle, interior, going to Los Santos Customs, customizing it, and ultimately, I'm gonna be telling you if this vehicle is worth it or not. Now with that out of the way, let's start with the 360 tour on the vehicle while I give you some facts about it. First and foremost, this vehicle, even though it doesn't look like it, it's one of the newest vehicles added to GTO line with the Los Santos Drug Wars DLC, which was, I believe, a year ago as of the making of this video. It costs $1.65 million. It's a muscle car, believe it or not. And in terms of interactivity, this is what you can do with the vehicle. You can, well, apparently you can open its trunk. So let's just open everything, and you can open both of its doors, the hood and the trunk. And yes, this is a coupe, so it can sit only two people, a passenger and a driver, which for me is not really that big a deal because I don't have any friends to fill up that passenger seat. In terms of its real-world inspiration, it's mainly based on the 1980 Chevrolet Malibu coupe. And with that out of the way, that's the exterior done. Now let's jump in and look at how the interior looks, and ooh, those are some flashy rims. Now, here we are, and, well, honestly, this color I can only describe as puke brown, in terms of the way the vehicle sounds. Not bad. Now, let's see what type of drivetrain we are dealing with here, but actually, first, let's see if we can do a wheelie or not. Okay, that was kind of pathetic. So, since it's a muscle car, I would be shocked if this was anything else than rear-wheel drive, and of course it is. Now, on to Los Santos Customs we go, and as always, on our way there, I will be sharing with you my thoughts and impressions of the stock version of the Tulip M100. So let's just call it the M100 from now, just to keep things short. Now, this is my first time driving the vehicle, and honestly, I'm not that impressed. $1.6 million in this day and age should... honestly, it should count more towards performance. The acceleration, bad. Top speed, from what I can tell, bad. The turning is, well, as you can see, it's very floaty, but honestly, I've seen worse. And overall, the vehicle's performance is very much below... Whoops. Didn't see you there. It's really below average. The only saving... Whoops. You didn't see that. The only saving grace that this vehicle might have is if the customization is somehow amazing, although considering Rockstar's recent track record of giving us incredibly lazy customization for the vehicles, I really doubt it. But listen, maybe this is going to be the vehicle that changes everything. Maybe this is going to be the outlier, and yeah, I doubt it. And as said before, the classic Tulip M100, wow, what a mouthful, is a muscle car, which can be sold for $0. Cool. So let's repair it and upgrade all the performance options up front, starting off with the brakes, so you guys don't tell me that I'm stupid again. Now, let's see, we can also do the transmission and the turbo. Now, on to visual customization, and we can remove the front license plate, which I guess costs $5,000 for some reason. And honestly, I like none of those. So let's probably go with this one. The flush bumper. The rear bumper is, well, too bad we can't remove the rear license plate. We can put a parachute on it, so it... Interesting. Maybe this is gonna be good for wheelies, though. I might do that. Yeah, why not? Usually I don't go for things like that, but since I don't really like the design of this vehicle anyway, so we can't really ruin something that's already ugly. Just hearing you keyboard warriors that really like the the Malibu coupe. Now let's see. Ooh, this is an interesting option. Have the exhaust over there. And also, one fine attention to detail, if you notice, you can also see the pipe. Yep, that's the pipe. So, let's see, probably, although, I don't know, behind the... it's really hard to beat this. Yep, $10,000, down the toilet. Now, let's see, the fenders we can also modify a little bit. So, let's make them a little bit wider. The grille... we can, I guess, completely delete it. This looks cool. And is it my imagination, or are we seeing the turbos turn? Oh, we are! It's actually moving turbos. Interesting. I gotta say, the customization so far is delightful. The headlight covers. Okay, that's just stupid. So we can... Okay, not doing that. The hood we can also customize a little bit. Well, actually a lot. Ooh, this is an interesting one. This is a cool one. Yeah, let's see what else we have. Okay, so we have, what, 4 turbos in this case? Interesting, because I'm assuming those here are turbos as well. Interesting. So let's go with the quad turbo situation, and keep in mind that none of this matters because, well, this is only visuals. The only actual performance upgrade that's of the visual variety is the spoiler that so far I'm seeing is missing. Let's see, these are all the liveries we can choose from, and I gotta say, it's kind of weird that Rockstar decided to give us a vehicle without a livery. Kind of feels weird not to complain about it. Usually I like liveries like this, where the car looks muddy and rusty and it's just like a sleeper. But this one is definitely not a sleeper with a parachute on the back, so let's just go with the none option for now and move on. License plate. Well, you can barely see it, but let's go for red just for good measure. We are going to be respraying the vehicle at the end of our stay at Los Santos Customs. A roll cage. That would actually kind of make sense for this one. I'm not spending the money on it though. Let's see, we can also modify the roof, making it vinyl. Or have vinyl. This looks so stupid. Maybe we're gonna go with the full vinyl though. The side skirts we can also modify a little bit, or actually remove part of the trim, which I believe looks a little bit nicer. And also we can remove these mandatory lights that you have in the States and Canada that are incredibly ugly and annoying, but it is what it is. The spoiler, as I said, the only visual component that has any impact on the performance of the vehicle, and too bad the traction is already maxed out, so we can't really see or tell if it has major impacts. Wow, that's ugly. But, oh, that's even uglier. Interesting. So, I guess we're gonna go with the most minimalistic spoiler, which is this one. $17,000. Insane. We're gonna go with the lowest option because we are making a drag car. Window tint. Well, since this is not a sleeper car anymore, why not? And I really like the rims, especially like that the ones on the front are much bigger than the ones on the rear. Really makes sense. And it's that part of the video where we choose a color for this week's podium car. And for this week we didn't have a poll because 2 days ago we got the new DLC, so poll was just out of the way. I mean, was really doesn't make sense. And so I'm gonna be choosing the color myself for this one. So guess what color I'm gonna make it? I'm gonna make it purple. No, I am gonna make it, honestly I have no idea what I'm gonna make it. Ooh, let's see, chameleon maybe is gonna be something. Whoa, this is cool. And this is cool. And by the way, keep in mind that most likely, whatever color you choose and whatever options you choose, you're probably throwing your money down the, once again, toilet. Because, well, that's just how GTA works. But, yeah, this one is just too cool to pass. Let's see, the secondary color, maybe something matte. Actually, something matte doesn't look bad. What about chameleon again, but a different kind of chameleon. Interesting. Yeah, this looks cool. The trim color is something that we can also modify. Maybe make it black or yellow. Or, yeah, this one looks good. The orange one, the crew emblem on the side. It's a little bit crooked, but I forgive it. Why did they make it crooked? Thanks, Rockstar. That's fine attention to detail right there. Would have been funny if it's crooked just on the one side and the other side was fine. I actually really like those wheels, but, you know, for kicks and giggles, let's see what else do we have in the muscle car category. Well, maybe go with the carbon ones. And, yeah, I don't like any of those nearly as much as I do the... Is it these ones? El Jefe? I think so. it's close enough, but I do like these ones better. Too bad that we can't change the tire design, but it is what it is. Now, let's see. We can sell the vehicle for a huge loss, which is this much. Well, we can sell it now for this much, but yeah, if you've seen my videos before, actually, you'll get much, much less if you sell it later on. Now, with that out of the way, let's go see what we did in the, well, I was gonna say sunlight, but, well, dark and gloomy also works. One thing that I'm really curious to see is what the high beams look like. Wow. Interesting. So with one of the headlight options, we were deleting basically the low beams and only leaving the high beams. Interesting. I gotta say, after fully maxing out this vehicle, yeah, this is not the same car. Even driving it several meters or yards, whatever part of the world you're from, yeah, noticeably different in terms of a wheelie. Probably the wheelie bar is gonna come in handy right now. Wow, that sucked. Yep, this honestly blows. Yeah, it's almost too powerful for a wheelie. Yeah, I'm not having a good time with the wheelie bar, so let's just remove it and continue on with the video. So let's go back to Los Santos Customs, pay some, what was it, $7,000 more, and get rid of the wheelie bar. So I guess that was a huge mistake. Maybe this is the quad turbo situation working. Who knows? Let's repair and let's see. We can. Was it the rear bumper? Yep, it is the rear bumper. So let's see. Do we want? I guess we're gonna go with this one, and we are out of here for the second time. So deuce. Now I'm really curious to see how it's gonna perform without the wheelie bar. Yeah, honestly, much better. Still kind of bad, but yeah, there are much better vehicles at doing this in GT Online. But yeah, something's off about this one. I don't know exactly what it is. Even if you feather the gas, yeah. Honestly, this vehicle is just so weird. It spending, by the way, just getting it out of the way, spending $1.6 million for this is just insane, unless you're like an incredible collector and you really appreciate the Malibu coupe and you have like 50 of them in your garage, like in real life. I don't see the point in spending this amount of money in GT Online for this honestly incredibly mediocre vehicle. Yes, the performance is much improved after going to Los Santos Customs and customizing it, but honestly, is that saying much? Like, coming to Los Santos Customs, the vehicle was really, really bad, and now it's just bad. Honestly, the handling is good. Interesting. The traction is subpar still, but the handling is decent. But what really kills it for me is the acceleration. It's just not there, and probably my go-to favorite muscle car is going to be either the Vigoro ZX, or if you want to go a little bit more retro, the, was it the Hellfire? The Bravado. In any case, I guess that's going to be the bad of the video. Is it a good vehicle? Sort of. No, actually, no, not even sort of. Performance is pretty poor. The only cool thing that you can do with it is put quad turbos on it. Honestly, it can't even do a wheelie right. And with that, it's time to end the video. Thank you so much, as always, to everybody that watched. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what do you think of the Tulip M100, the classy Tulip M100, in the comment section down below, and I will catch you all in the next one. Yep, can't even do a wheelie now. But can it go off-road? That's the big question. Well, technically it can, but it really sucks at it.